Hi everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back to those who have been watching my channel. Today I'm featuring one of my primary school classmates. We have lost touch for many years because she moved to another school after we graduated in primary school. But through technology, we were able to touch base and I have seen her work. And so I would like to share with you and inspire you to try new things. And so we are showcasing her work. It is a combination of her photos that were taken during her hikes and the paintings that have come up as a result of her travels during her hikes. So she's sharing the beautiful places that she has visited. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to my childhood classmate Jackie, who lives in the US. So please welcome Jackie. So, hello, Jackie. It's wonderful to see you once again. We have had our talk, so I just want you to briefly introduce yourself, please, Jackie.
Okay. So this is really a really great opportunity. Sarah and I have been, as she said, ex-classmates in elementary.
Yeah.
I think I also rode the bus. I think we were school busmates, but correct me on that. Anyways,
Yeah.
my name's Jackie Bleisch. That is actually my married name. My middle name is Campos. And I've been here in Monterey, California, Monterey County, anyway, California, for the last 25 years. And before that, 10 years in Los Angeles. Um, I still have family back home. I try to visit at least every 3 years, maybe. I wish I had more time, but I'm still a full time county employee for Monterey County, working for the Monterey County Free Libraries, 16 locations. And believe it or not, I use my left brain on that. And I am their finance and contracts manager, and I'm also their facilities manager as well. And believe me, I'm just pretending, but I pretend well. And I've been with the county for the last 16 years, hoping to retire soon. But in between, I had found really engaging hobbies that Sarah is featuring in this quick video. I've been hiking for the last 3, 4 years now, and painting for the last 3 years as well.
Wow.
Just
Yeah.
very
So, what made you interested in hiking? I know, like when we were in primary school, you're very athletic. I remember you were in the volleyball team and all that. So, why did you decide to try hiking?
um, it was such a time when my girls were getting ready to go to the universities. And then I was thinking, oh, okay, empty nester. Really preparing myself for that extra time that I can devote for myself. And I've always been someone who likes to be outdoors also.
Yes.
It,
Yes.
it just is such a blessing that I was able to hook up with an ex high school classmate of mine who was also starting her journey with hiking. So
Ah.
just hiking buddies, and we would go places, and
Yes.
opportunity to connect as well with nature, with your own body, also.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's very refreshing, right? Like the outdoors, the clean, crisp air and all that. So, now which one is your favorite place? Like I know you've been to so many places, but is there one place that is really your favorite? Do you have any favorite places? A
I
favorite
do.
place?
I do. I have a lot of local favorite places. One of them being Point Lobos. It's really picturesque, and most of my photographs are really taken from there. Point Lobos State Park here in Monterey County. I've been blessed actually that this this area where I live is just it's been called God's country actually because
Yes.
the
Yes.
view that it's coastal and it's also redwood forests and just a lot of hiking places. But truly, my hiking heaven is Oregon. I think I mentioned that to you.
Yes. Yes.
And that Oregon has all of the seasons and the rain, and that's why they have this lush forest, and
Yep.
their coast is also beautiful. And I get most of my inspirations for painting from those hiking places.
Yes. And so as my introduction to you, I talked about, the beautiful places that you've seen. And in addition, in this part where I'm featuring you, we are also featuring your paintings. So, what I know, obviously, what inspired you are to do your paintings are your travels, your hikes and all that. So did you actually take lessons, or are you self-taught?
Funny you would ask because it all started with all those paint nights, with wine.
Oh,
There's some events here locally
yeah.
where there's night, right? And then you go with your coworkers, you go with your friends, and it's just only for an hour, but you have the same theme, and then you just go for it. You drink
Ah,
right? That's how it all started. But what really triggered the painting sense was more after I came from Canada. And as you know, you've been there as well.
yes.
Landscapes is just,
Awesome.
your head, it's in your spirit. And somehow it wasn't even a conscious choice. I just picked up some canvases and just went for it.
Wow.
That's just, I guess it's destiny. It's just,
Yes.
I've been asking my relatives. I said, did we have this in our blood? Do I know? And my sister says she reminded me actually that we did have an uncle painter who was he was such an introvert and all he did was paint all day.
Yeah.
I remember him, and I think that's
Yeah.
just soul. It's in my soul. It's inside of me, and when I see something, it just triggers. Oh, let's pick up a paint brush and let's just do it.
Yeah.
But to lessons, YouTube. I've learned. I hooked up with
Yeah.
YouTube. Also, subscribe to the Acrylic University, which is an online course.
Yes. It's
Uh,
amazing because a lot of us pick up things or learn things through YouTube. And again, as we have said, both have said that we haven't seen each other since we both finished primary school, but through social media and stuff, we were able to touch base. And also Arlene, in the previous video, she also learned how to take photographs through online. So it's amazing. And I think before we showcase your photos and your paintings, I would like to really thank you for taking time to share your photos, do the voiceovers and all that. So I it's just wonderful. And I hope that when I get to visit Monterey again sometime soon, I hope, after all these after all the pandemic, then we can see each other in the flesh. So
most
I know because I loved Monterey. I also like Carmel, which is not
Mhm.
very far from you.
Yes.
So yes, so now we are going to feature your work. Thank you, Jackie. We'll talk again later, okay?
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
That photograph and painting is of the corner of Monastery Beach and Ribera Beach in Carmel, California. And that is my go to solo hike more often because just everything is in there, trees, water, fence. And I go there to just decompress, and that's where I get my inspiration. And this photo here is atop Garapata State Park, and it obviously was a spring day with the lupines in bloom, and it was so colorful, and the fragrance of the wildflowers I'll never forget. So here is a photo of mine, and again, a painting rendition. The painting is actually the very famous Bixby Bridge in Big Sur. And as you can already tell from my Facebook post, Big Sur is definitely picture perfect. And there's plentiful of coastal hiking trails as well as forest. And it's a combination of both, and it's just hiker heaven. I live about 35 miles away from Big Sur, and I never forget how blessed I am. So, this right here is when we took a trip about 3 days of full hiking adventures in Mount Rainier in Washington. I took the girls with me. I took my daughters, and we had such a wonderful time. We rented an Airbnb, and there was just so much nature, the deer, the rivers, the falls, and definitely Mount Rainier. This is one among the many photographs and paintings that I based with my trails at Carmel, California. This particular piece is a collaboration, a very special collaboration with a hiker friend of mine who took the photograph, and I painted this scene from Badger Hills Trail in Fort Ord Monument Park, here as well in California. This again is a collaboration of the same hiker friend of mine who is a photographer, and this is a old barn right in the highway of a little town called Castroville, California, where the artichokes are plentiful, and this is actually where they plant artichokes and export them all over the world. This is actually the same collaboration with my hiker friend. This time, his photograph of the trail en route to the Point Sur Lighthouse at the Big Sur, California, and my painting rendition. These two paintings are based just by memory, not exactly by reference photos. The other one is at Carmel Beach and showcasing the cypress tree, which is indigenous to the area. And the other painting is one of Pigeon Point Lighthouse in Northern California. Again, just original photos with no reference photos in particular. One is at Moss Landing Beach on a sunset, and the other one is right on our backyard. This is a scene as well across from where our backyard is, here at Prundale, California.
So there you have it. Thank you so much, Jackie, for allowing me to showcase your work. You have said in the beginning of the video that you started painting a little bit late. You didn't even know that you had it within you. Which is very inspiring. It only goes to show that it is never too late to, pick up a brush or learn something new. And so, as I said, our aim here is to inspire people to try something new. So, going forward, Jackie, what are your plans? Are you selling your paintings, or are you keeping them? Are you going to pass them on to your children, or what would you like to do with your paint? Maybe you have an exhibit.
My husband is actually asking me the same question. I do have a tiny shop in it is in Etsy. I have an Etsy shop, have about 20 pieces that I sell. It's in my shop. And then I have about 70 or so pieces already that's scattered
Wow.
all over my house and
Wow.
in my office as well. But the nice part is that I can also produce some prints with it and produce any kind of product, whether it's
Awesome.
cards, calendars, right? So
Yeah.
those are my plans. Sky's the limit, actually.
Of
Uh,
course.
yeah. But again, I don't have solid plans yet until I retire because
Yes.
I'm
Yes. So I mean, at least you can do something more product. You can do more productive things, especially after you retire. There's so many things that you can still do. As you said, you have your Etsy, and then you have your, you know. I mean, I'm amazed you have produced so many paintings. You're so productive.
yeah, yeah, and I mean, there's so many avenues to go into as well. I mean, there's
Yes.
there's oil, there's
Yes.
watercolor,
Exactly.
um, or acrylic. Then there's the landscapes, then the cities,
Yes.
then the portraits. So
Yes.
a lot of avenues.
Wow. So anyway, before we end, I just want to let those who are watching know that I will be providing Jackie's IG account details and her Etsy if you're interested to buy her paintings and her artwork. So please, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. So thank you so much again, Jackie. Woo! Yay! It was a pleasure to have you and to see you once again after all these years. And I look forward to seeing more of your paintings, and I wish you well with regards to your business and your whatever you will be doing in the future. So thank you so much, Jackie. See
Thank
you.
you for having me, Sarah.
Yes, thank you everyone.